Mercedes could look very different from Barcelona in Bahrain this month. Mercedes have been tipped to make significant upgrades to their W13 Challenger before preseason testing in Bahrain next week. The reigning F1 Constructors' Champions received a taste of the threat posed by Ferrari and Red Bull this season during the first sessions in Barcelona last month. Mercedes recorded an impressive 1-2 finish at the Timesheet Summit on the final day of testing in Spain, with Lewis Hamilton leaving it late to perform the fastest lap, but Ferrari were widely considered the most impressive team throughout the 3 days at the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya. Meanwhile, Ted Kravitz described Max Verstappen as the most impressive driver on the final day, recording the 4th fastest time on harder tires. Today was the day where the two top teams of last year showed what they've got. Max Verstappen had the most impressive lap on a harder tire. Kravitz explained, he was not as quick as the Mercedes, but on a harder and supposedly slower tire he was there or thereabouts. It was a 1-2 for Mercedes at the end of the day, Lewis Hamilton and George Russell topping the timesheets, but really I think the test probably belongs to Ferrari. They've shown enough in the first 2 days to have Mercedes worried. The only question is, what have Red Bull got? We learned a bit of that today, and in response to the threat posed by Ferrari and Red Bull, Mercedes have been tipped to make more changes than most teams on the grid when they return to the track in Bahrain. The host of F1's official podcast, Tom Clarkson, has suggested Toto Wolff could oversee developments to showcase almost a completely different car in the Middle East. He told the F1 Nation podcast, "We're getting a big upgrade for Bahrain from Mercedes, so it's going to be different. Ferrari believe it's more of a B-spec car, a bit like they did back in 2019 when they turned up with a very basic car for the first test and then an almost completely new car for test 2. Ferrari are expecting Mercedes to be doing that again this year. There was no TV coverage of testing in Barcelona, but action will return to fan screens on March 10 as the final 3-day testing of preseason is staged at the Bahrain International Circuit. The 2022 season will get underway on the same track 1 week later.
I